See, look at the extortion cases. We spoke about the extortion cases. There is this Bhimrao Ghadge's complaint, right? He alleged that Parambir Singh took money for transfers of officers. He'd taken bribes for not taking action against a person accused in a cheating case of 2015. I have the full details. And then there is this Sonu Jalan's complaint against Parambir, right? Now, Sonu Jalan was arrested by Parambir Singh. He has alleged that Parambir Singh asked for some 10 crore and then he eventually coughed up 3.45 crore rupees. And then there is a complaint also by Ketan Tanna and Munir Khan, right? All of these, they've placed affidavits and they've put complaints against both Parambir Singh and Pradeep Sharma. And then you have Dilip Chhabria's complaint. Now, can you imagine the extent of this fixing? First, they identify you, they fabricate cases, they fix you, and then they try to extort you. Dr. Vikram Singh, that's happening, rather it happened. It happened and the rot is emerging now.
That, Mr. Niranjan, is indicative of the rot that had totally become cancerous. And when you are discussing Parambir Singh and you are discussing Vaze and Sharma, you are discussing India's most wanted. I share the disappointment of Mr. P.K. Jain that too little has come too late. I wish the provisions of the Makoka were invoked and the movable and immovable properties were confiscated if you have zero tolerance to corruption. You allowed the grass, when I say you, the government allowed the grass to grow underneath the feet and you allowed this kind of loot, 100 crores from the eateries alone. You had a Mercedes and fancy cars. You extorted and twisted the arm of somebody as iconic as Dilip Chhabria. And now Mr. Chhabria cannot be faulted for he was a victim of crime. He was a victim of offense. He is not a gangster. And the fact of the matter is that when you twist somebody's arm, the very fact that he only expects some breathing space, nothing much and nothing more. Now is the time, Mr. Dilip Chhabria, to come out openly because everybody in the country is standing right next to you. At that point of time, you were alone. You were a victim. You still are a victim. But be brave. If you're sitting in the Republic channel coming out with the truth, rest assured nobody can touch you with a barge pole. And if anybody has suicidal tendencies, he comes to you. Well, there are those who will be taken to task and there are those who will be fixed well and proper. The days of Parambir and Vaze are over. Vaze got a wild card and he entered the police department. You are very right. Bombay Police is one organization whom we salute. Mr. P.K. Jain is an illustrious former member of the Bombay Police. We look upon Mumbai Police as iconic and we learned and we participated in their workshop. We were so much in awe and respect for this wonderful police force. And look what Parambir, Vaze and Sharma have made and converted this wonderful police force into. Now, Mr. Niranjan, there are course corrections to be made. Likes of Mr. Chhabria will have to be set right. Mr. Kishore Tiwari, you have to step in and please intervene. You are a gentleman and please see that Mr. Chhabria is not victimized. Vaze does not get off the hook. Sharma serves his term for the rest of his life. Parambir Singh also cannot escape the responsibility for allowing this loot and being the master conductor of this organized loot. Not only against you, what Niranjan you will not say, and the purge and the organized campaign against you and the Republic channel.